Hello, so EX Saturn is out and a lot of you are struggling to play with him. And it could be because of not better understanding of the twist. I'm just guessing, alright, not sure about it. But if that is the case, here we have the trait test of EX Saturn. We'll start with the skill 1 of it, and which is creates a marker at close range that only you can see. The marker can be moved while the skill button is held down. Reduces chance of getting pushed away when attacked by enemy while the skill is active. So basically the skill is just like Luchi, you can teleport, but while the skill button is active and held down, no one can attack you. I mean, even if they do attack you, you won't get any damage. This skill ignores damage reduction, and to attackers it does 100% damage. So skill 2 is when your team's treasure area is being captured, moves to your team's closest treasure area that is being captured by the enemy, increases own attack, a long range area attack with a knockback effect. When your team's treasure area is not being captured, increases own attack, a long range area attack with a knockback effect. Damage dealt will disregard damage reduction, attack ignores obstacles, nullifies stagger for a set period of time. Okay, so when if enemy is capturing your treasure area, you will teleport to him, attack him. But if no one is capturing the treasure area, you will just increase your own attack and a knockback effect. So everything stays the same except moves towards your team's closest area which is being captured. And this skill also ignores damage reduction, ignores the obstacles, and nullifies the stagger for a set period of time. Now to the traits. First we'll go with the defender traits, which is when you start capturing enemies treasure, class changes to runners. So basically just to capture the flag, you switch to runner state. Once you click that capture treasure button, you're a runner. Now defender trait 2 recovers the treasure gauge 50% past its maximum amount and can ignore the enemy and refill the treasure gauge. So yeah, basically just like all the defenders, EX defenders I guess, getting this trait which is 150 treasure gauge, right? So he also got it and he can ignore the enemy and refill the treasure gauge as well. Yeah, a lot of EXs, defender EXs getting this trait. Now, third defender trait. When the treasure gauge is recovered to 150%, boost power gauge by 1 and speed boosted by 20 for 20 seconds. Cannot stack. So, the power gauge is the thing which we get to heal our Saturn. Basically, extra life, okay? So, we get power gauge 1 each and every time we fill in the treasure gauge to 150%. Now to the runner traits. So when you capture the treasure area, runner class changes to defenders and boost power gauge by 1. You switch to runner, right, when you are capturing the flag, when you click the button. But once you have captured the treasure, you get 1 extra power gauge and your class switches to defenders because the treasure is yours now, so your class changes to defenders. Now trait 2 of runner, while you are capturing treasure, resist stagger, being down and knockback and boost capture speed by 50%. So yeah, just like all the other runners, EX runners, no one can stop you while you're capturing the treasure basically, unless they finish you off, like one shot you or something. third runner trait. When using skill 2, class changes to defenders. Now, if we are switching to defenders after we capture the flag, so how are we staying in the runner form? So for this, if you are capturing the treasure but you accidentally press dodge, so you stay in the runner state. And since you are in runner state, if you want to go back to defender state, you have to use skill 2. Alright, now character traits. First character trait, power gauge can be used, increases up to 5 but resets once KO'd. And trait KO possible will appear on an enemy with a lower max HP who is capturing treasure. So this is very broken trait, I would say. First, 5 extra power gauges basically means 5 extra lives. Once you get knocked, you will revive with full HP, okay, if you have the power gauges. And one will be used each time you get knocked. And the trait KO possible just like light shanks, but in here you just have to get your enemy's HP lower than 100%. If your enemy's HP is lower than 100% and he's capturing the flag, I mean your flag, and if you attack him, he's done. He's one-shotted. He's getting one-shotted. And this is where your skill 2 is really important. Now, second character trait. When using skill 2 to attack an enemy with a lower max HP who is capturing treasure, nullifies an enemy's traits and KOs them instead of dealing damage, excludes invincibility. So yeah, just like I explained previously, same thing, except one thing is different here, which is excludes invincibility. For example, if there is king, if king is capturing the flag, or S-Snake or S-Hawk, they got 3 perfect dodges, right? So if they have that and you use your skill on them, nothing will happen. Now, third character trait. When power gauge is at 1 or higher, recover 100% of HP when enough damage is taken from an enemy to KO character, and nullify status effects inflicted by enemy. Just like I said before, during our first character trait, is the same. Once you get knocked, you will revive with 100% HP. Plus, you will nullify all the status effects inflicted by the enemy. Now, fourth character trait. When the trait recover HP when enough damage is taken from an enemy to KO character activates, uses 1 unit of the power gauge and reduces the cooldown time of skill 1 by 50%. Now we saw previously how much skill 1 takes time to recover. Now it should be quicker with this thing. So basically, if you have your power gauge active and your enemy KOs you and you get revived, your skill 1 will be back by 50%. Now, trait 1, first trait. When attacking an enemy, 100% chance to increase defense by 5%. Increases up to 50% but resets once KO'd. And reduces enemy's max HP by 30% of damage dealt. Now, if you are attacking your enemy, 1 normal attack, 5% defense increase. Second normal attack, again 5% defense increase, which will be 10%. So, it increases up to 50% like that, and it will be with you until you get KO'd. And when you are attacking the enemy, you can reduce enemy's max HP by 30% of damage dealt. Just like how Film Red Shanks used to do. When he used to attack you with his skill 2 or something, you used to get that gray bar of HP, right? Which is like HP block. You can't recover past that thing, and no amount of heals can generate that HP back. So if your enemy's HP is 100 and if you do 10 damage to him, so enemy's max HP will be reduced by 30% of that damage, right, of your damage, which means if enemy's HP is 100%, now it will be stuck to 97 HP. Now, trait 1, second trait. When in the treasure area, resist stagger and knockback. Now, trait 1, third trait, which is when dealing damage on the third hit of a normal attack combo, knockbacks enemies. Yeah, basically, third hit of your normal attack got knockback. Now, trait 2, first trait. When an enemy begins capturing one of your team's treasure areas, recover HP by 20% and reduce the cooldown time of skill 2 by 30%. So yeah, this basically means your enemy keeps healing you. If they tries to capture your treasure, not even fully captured, if they click the capture button, you heal by 20% plus your skill 2 cooldown gets reduced by 30%. Now trait 2, second trait, which is increase treasure gauge recovery amount by 50% and reduce the damage received from enemy skills by 50%. Now I think what this means is that is the speed of the treasure gauge recovery increases by 50%. I could be wrong, correct me if I am. And reduce damage received from enemy skills by 50%. So yeah, whatever damage enemy deals to you, you'll get half the damage from the skills. Now trait 2, third trait. When attacked by an enemy who has obtained a defensive shield, defense boosted by 50% for 3 seconds, cannot stack and removes enemy's attack increase including after the defensive shield is destroyed. Basically, this trait is solely for Garp. Okay, could be all the shield characters, but yeah, Garp is the meta. We remove Garp's attack increase as well. You know, Garp gets 75% attack increase, right? So if he attacks us, first our defense gets boosted by 50% for 3 seconds and his all attack gets nullified. Like his rate will be gone and his attack increase will be removed. So he's back to the base attack. And it is including after the defensive shield is destroyed. If that character has defensive shield equipped, even if it is destroyed, the trait stays the same.